Hi, I'm Chris Shiflett, owner of Tranquility of Dalton, and with me today is Teresa Carter. We are outside on a humid, hot summer afternoon, and it's been about a year and a half or so since we talked to everyone when we opened back in 2013, and we've just got a lot of exciting things that have happened here at Tranquility over that time period. And especially what we're getting ready to do here, Teresa, which I know something that's dear to your heart, is a memory care center that is currently wrapping up construction. Will be complete later this summer, and
so exciting.
Yeah, we've really had a lot of exciting things happen here over the last year and a half. You know, we opened in May of 2013, not really knowing what to expect, not really knowing how the community would receive Tranquility of Dalton, brand new business, brand new facility for seniors in our area, and it took us a few months to get the word out in town that, you know, we really cared about seniors, and we really did our very best to take care of seniors and their families. And since that time, we've steadily grown. We've pretty much been full now for about a year. But I guess it was December of 2013 that we made a decision to enter into memory care.
Chris, we had so many calls. About every 5 calls we had, 4 people needed a secured memory unit.
And that was really not our plan when we opened Tranquility. We were, you know, wanting to be a traditional senior living home, and we provide those services now. The majority of our residents are non-memory care, but we did take a hallway and we secured it December of 2013, and we, over the next month or two, gradually filled that hallway with residents who suffer either from Alzheimer's or related dementia, or they have some type of impairment of their cognitive ability to function. And during that period, our staff received a very high level training to deal with that specific resident population. And we've been doing that for a little over a year. And just in the course of our involvement in the community, and you're out and about all the time, you're on the board of the Alzheimer's Association here, very active in our community. We've tried to be a community partner since the day that we opened, and a resource for seniors in this area. You and I both came to the conclusion pretty quick that although having a dedicated memory care facility was something we had talked about for, you know, the future, being years in the future, we just felt that in order to adequately respond to the community's needs at the present time, that we needed to step out and go ahead and enter into that area. So just to the backside of our campus here, we have a 7.5 acre site. We're located off of Cleveland Highway, behind the Tractor Supply, which is the old Winn-Dixie Shopping Center. Now we've got a 22,000 square foot existing facility. We have 34 residents living with us now, but we're constructing a facility that's designed specifically for memory care and Alzheimer's. I know you had a lot of impact in that design, and we you know, really spent some time and did some research of how to adequately lay that building out. And it's under construction, and it's getting very near completion.
Lots
really
of
close.
meaningful activities will be created there. You know, the stations, we'll have the 50s, Elvis pictures with the jukebox. We'll even have a men's workshop. Yeah,
the purpose, not just to have a building where people's daily needs are met and places for us to do activities like we do at our current facility. This particular facility is specifically designed aesthetically, architecturally, and the activities that we have planned specifically for memory care residents. The whole facility is secure. There are 3 wings with 8 units on each wing. And as you mentioned, the decor, the design, the activities that are available, they will be catered to that resident population. And very nostalgic, very hands-on. It's a place that stimulates them mentally, emotionally.
And I love the fact too, Chris, that you provided a lot of freedom for them. It's a secured unit, but yet there's a lot of freedom throughout the building.
Yeah, it's not as you find in some facilities where the memory care folks are kind of pushed off to the back, and they're kind of locked up in the rear of the building.
Yes.
This is a separate facility, standalone facility that is entirely dedicated just for memory care residents. So talking a little bit about the construction that we've got going on, the other thing that I want to stress to our listeners is the degree to which we're involved here locally and want to be a resource for seniors.
Absolutely.
So often, and that's one thing that I've enjoyed working with you the last 2 years, is so many facilities are very focused on sales, and they're owned by some out-of-state corporation where the emphasis is on having bodies in your building. That's great. We want to take care of residents, and we certainly want to be full.
But more important, we're focusing on the needs.
Absolutely. Whether they become a resident here
Yes.
or not, we have had numerous occasions where we've really just served as a resource for their family.
Yes.
And it did not result in us gaining a resident, but we impacted their lives in a positive way and helped them to make decisions that was to the benefit of that particular individual and their family.
Yes.
So we've got a lot going on here. We are really looking forward to our memory care facility coming online later this summer. We'll have some type of grand opening, I'm sure, and we'll invite the community out to come and see what we're doing. But the facility that we've been in for the last 2 years will continue on just as it's been. It will transition back to being more what it was when it was originally designed, which is a senior living facility for non-memory related residents.
Yes.
And a lot of great activities there. One other thing I'd like to mention that kind of happened that we didn't plan for, talk a little bit about our independent living that we have across the street.
Love our independent living. We have 14 condominiums, and they are filling up quite quickly with seniors who are independent but enjoy engaging in our activities, and our meals are delicious, so they come over at their convenience and enjoy our activities and our delicious dining.
Yeah, those 14 units, they're part of the Tranquility campus. We do provide some limited oversight, but
Yes.
they are independent. They're 2-bedroom, 2-bath. They've got their own freedom, their own kitchen, their own, they're living on their own,
Yes.
but they do get the benefits of our facility and the activities that happen here, and our staff checks on them daily, and we just keep a watchful eye over them, and it's kind of a transition from living on your own to being part of a facility. So, we've come a long way in the last year and a half, from a brand new senior living facility to memory care that's about to come online, to the independent living, and we're just really looking forward, and we're excited about where things are headed in the future.
Very
we
much
think
so.
we've got a lot going on here. Teresa, I'm gonna brag on you a little bit. She's got about 18 years experience as an executive director, very good at what she does. Teresa really runs a really good ship here, and really thankful for her being the director here at Tranquility, and just
Well, I'm
looking
thankful
forward to
for
the
you,
things
Chris,
coming
and
down
I love
the
the
road.
concept that you designed it for your own parents. It's
Well,
good enough for your own family.
Long story, we've got just a few more moments here. Very often we get asked, how did you end up with Tranquility of Dalton? Where did Tranquility of Dalton, come from? My background is in banking. That's what I've done since college. And about 4.5 years ago, my dad, who was approaching 80 at the time, and most of the folks here that know me know I'm originally from Cedartown, Georgia. My wife and I both are. And up until last year, my parents lived down there. And my father, nearly 80 years old, fell off the roof of the house. And he broke his femur where it went into his hip. And his health really deteriorated at that point. And my parents are an hour and a half away, and I really just started proactively looking here locally and trying to determine if the future held in their cards, being in some type of facility, what would I do, where would I go, and went to several facilities, and I just decided, Chris, why don't you just do it yourself? So did a lot of praying about it, a lot of research, and determined that that's what we needed to do for our community. And it's just been amazing how it you know, the right people came, you being
No,
one of
you're
those
very
folks
kind.
to Tranquility, and the staff that we have. And you know, we've been able to do things the right way,
Yes.
and grow in much faster than we anticipated into this memory care. And before I forget, and I don't know why I've mentioned it, have not mentioned it yet, is we also have a sister facility in Cartersville.
Yes.
About a year and a half ago, there was a facility there that was in dire need of some improvement, and don't think they were really going to make it. And we were fortunate enough to be able to acquire that facility. It's about a mile north of the hospital on Highway 41. It is not a memory care facility. I know you kind of helped us with the remodel, and you've provided some oversight and training to Lisa Greason, who is our director there. But it's a 25-unit senior living home located in a really growing part of the state, which is Bartow County, just north of the hospital. Looks very similar to our building
does.
here. We remodeled it, and it's a very nice place, and they're nearing capacity as well. They have maybe 1 or 2 rooms available, you know, right now. So our areas kind of overlap a little bit, particularly around that Gordon County area.
Yes.
So, you know, in addition to Dalton, there is a facility that is just like our Dalton facility down in Calhoun. So, is there anything you'd like to add, or something that I missed out on?
It's just a real blessing working with seniors, and enjoy working with you, Chris. I'm thankful that it's very much based on the individual needs. Everyone's different, and I love the fact that it is based on individual needs.
Well, we both, from the very beginning, we made a kind of a promise to each other, and most organizations that are successful create some type of mission statement, and we didn't do that in a formal manner.
Right.
But everyone here that is on our staff, and there's a few other people that we need to mention. Carrie York,
Oh, excellent.
has been instrumental since day one with
Very
us
much.
starting our memory care. She will be moving over to the memory care building, and will serve in an enhanced leadership type role
Yes.
there. But from the very beginning, we've made an effort to kind of base our facility and base our decisions on just doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
And not always putting maybe the financial needs of the business ahead of the needs of our residents.
Yes.
And we've really tried to do that, and we've made a conscientious effort to be good stewards and to be good community partners. And I think that's paid off, operating in that manner. But we also have Donna Voiles, who is new to our company, that will be taking Carrie's place as activity director as Carrie transitions into her new role, and Neva Weaver, who kind of keeps everything running here in the office. And we have a great staff of CNAs, and our food is wonderful.
Our food is delicious.
Our kitchen staff is top notch.
Yes.
And we just really look forward to having a brand new facility open up here soon, and we'd like to invite everyone out to just come pay us a visit and get a tour and see what Tranquility has to offer as we continue to serve the seniors of Northwest Georgia.